clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
George with it. Durant covering. Outside Walker. George scanning the floor. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Oh, shit.
On the wing, Jones. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. The kick to Durant. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dunn. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Here's Smith. He takes it in.
Wow, the amazing speed and athleticism of Mr. Dennis Smith Jr. No mercy on the attack.
Pass to Allen. Jones from outside. Walker pulls down the board. So it's Philadelphia now. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. And that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. And it's Phoenix's ball. Doris, in terms of assist-to-turnover ratio, Tyus Jones normally leads the league.
B.A., this guy is such a steady hand at the lead guard position. Tyus always makes excellent decisions, plays within himself, and plays mistake-free basketball.
Here's Smith. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Grayson Allen.
Make no mistake, the determination that Dennis Smith Jr. plays with on the interior is going to make good things happen.
He's off on the second. The Suns trailing. Left side Durant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Kevin Durant is arguably the greatest scoring forward ever. What makes KD so incredible, Doris?
B.A., this game better go into triple overtime if I've got to list everything that makes this guy special. Size, elite shooting, ability to handle the ball at 7 feet, put it on the deck, get past, finish in traffic, rebound. You need me to guard every single position on the defensive end? I can do that.
How the fuck are these niggas making these shots?
How much time we got, B.A.?
One of the all-time greats, Kevin Durant, the Slim Reaper. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Off they go. It's a 3-on-1 break. Three-pointer sharp. Plumlee pulls down the board. Close game here in Philadelphia. Easy money for KD inside.
Kevin Durant has absorbed a big-time scoring role everywhere he's been. This guy is so special offensively. There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Now George misses from short range. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Allen outside. Pass to Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Here comes Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Well, Kevin Durant not about to settle for any low percentage shot. My goodness, with authority.
Man, you see that nigga.
Shot by George.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Durant's shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
My hands.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
You've got to be in Paul George's shooting space in order to make him uncomfortable. You give him anything easy, look out.
The three, Durant. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Tried to come right back at him with the three. Not that time.
To the middle. Kicks it to George. Pass to Walker. Outside Sharp. The rebound by Allen. Suns trail by 3. It's Durant with a drive. Second shot opportunity. And that's good for 2. Durant's got 25 points in the game.
KD's shot selection is always
Thank you. I'm at least you tried. Like,
mid-range, he's more than willing to take it.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Philadelphia shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Oh, Zion, just a bully inside.
A monster down low. Zion is scary.
Smith outside. Pass to George. It's Walker on the wing. Inside. Rejected by Bol.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
George outside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Stolen by Sharp. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Philadelphia. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Williamson, right side. Oh, Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, no doubt Williamson's one of the most powerful dunkers the NBA has ever seen.
Pass to Oubre. And he converts the layup. Oubre's got 5.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Williamson looking around. Out to Beal. Back to Williamson. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Oubre from the arc. It doesn't go for him. And so here's Phoenix. Here's Bol. Pass to Iguodala. Williamson outside. Here's Iguodala. No points yet. Buries it down low.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
And so it's Poole who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Poole exploding to the rim. Armstrong grabs the miss. And it's Phoenix's ball to the inside. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter.
and giving them what they want. The incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
Poole shot is off.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Pass to Armstrong. Outside Bull. And he drives in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 4-point Phoenix lead.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Poole outside. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And here's Oubre from the arc. The shot won't fall.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Here's Oubre. No good. Had a chance to win the run there.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Williamson is double. Shoots over Oubre. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
Well, there are certain guys you probably don't want to challenge. Andre Drummond sends it back.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, V.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Phoenix making some changes.
Substitution on the court.
Phoenix on D. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Here's Porzingis to win the cold spell. It's not going to go for him. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. Pass to Allen. Now Jones. Outside Durant. 6 to shoot. Ooh, nice D from George. Now Philadelphia with it. They trail by 6. Oh, Porzingis, a huge target.
At that size, Porzingis doesn't have to travel far to get above the cup. That is a nice finish.
Durant for 3. Nails it from 3. Durant's got 28 points for the game.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Drummond with the screen. Poole for 3. Second chance effort. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Drummond's got 8.
The shot goes up. You've got to put a body on Andre Drummond. This guy's so good off the offensive window.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second team foul.
Poole outside. Poole work in the interior.
We see the elusiveness of Jordan Poole, able to make his mark on the interior.
Here's Durant. Drives to the hoop. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Paul George.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And both free throws good for Durant.
And, man, looking good from the line so far this half.
76ers trail by 7. Here's Sharp. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer at home.
Plumlee. Unable to get that one. And George with some nice D.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Durant draws the double. Pass to Plumlee. And stolen by Porzingis. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's George. Guarded by Durant. Back to Sharp. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Here's Durant. Durant powers through the contact to finish inside.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Kevin Durant. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. '76ers trail by 3. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Woo-hoo! That's the incredible athleticism of Dennis Smith Jr. Look out below.
And here's Durant. Down outside. Left side Durant. Outside Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Durant. And the 3 off target.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Nice shot by Walker. Walker's got his first basket. Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
Tyus Jones is the purest of pure point guards. It's on time and on target.
About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Smith. Sweet little floater.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
And it's Jones with the ball for Phoenix. Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Beal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Durant with the drive. Misses from close range. The Sixers leading. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Sharp. Outside Walker. Back to Sharp. Pass to Bona. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharp with tremendous upside to his game.
Kicks it out to Williamson. And they double up Williamson. Here's Armstrong. Outside Bull. Clock at 4. The Suns need to get off a shot. Back to Beal. The 3. it's Bona with a rebound. The Sixers lead by 3. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
And he caught that pass. In full stride on his way to the big slam.
Assist from
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. The last touch by Williamson. And some changes here for the 76ers. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. The Suns making a switch here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer was going over with his team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
substitution on the court.
On defense, the Suns. It's a one-point game. Out to the wing. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Iguodala. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. Here's George. Here's Drummond.
Man, foul a nigga at least. He can't shoot free throws.
Oh, Andre Drummond in a big moment with a big bucket. Yes, sir.
Iguodala. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Team foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble, and they've made the most of their chances there as well.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Back to Porzingis. Over Bull to the left side wing. 5 to shoot. Outside Coulibaly. Rejected by Bull.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Suns trail by 3. Williamson outside. Down low. Puts the move on. It's rebounded by George. On the take. Pass to Poole. That three's off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And he dumps it down.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. .136 left in the fourth quarter here. The shot by Drummond, no good. Suns trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Bull. Porzingis grabs the board. It's Poole on the wing. They kick it out to Porzingis. Pass to Coulibaly. Here's George. And that
What
one
the
drops.
fuck?
And the 76ers lead by 5.
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Done with it. Guarded now by George. Here's Durant. Pass to Beal. Back to Durant.
Porzingis 7-3 says not here and not now.
Sixers ball.
A chance here to possibly put the game away.
They have to remain focused to get it done.
That's his first personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Poole with the ball. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. From deep three-point land. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
You're looking for a quick bucket here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Durant for three. And knocks down the three.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful. And because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
He gets the first. And that makes it a three-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a four-point ball game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix. They're behind by 4. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
They're going to have to get up a quick shot and then foul immediately.
Here's Beal. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. So a close game sees Philadelphia taking...
Report. I've lost out there. We made a good run in the final stretch. Coach subbed me in.
Tell me your name. Flickering flame. Tears on your face. And time will erase. Fact and fiction.
In the final stretch.
Tragic tradition. Driving too fast. To the past.